ko alam kung paano nagsimula yan na nag-resign ako. In-announce siguro yan. Pero wala akong resignation na pinahil. Kasi sinabi niya lumabas, nabasa ko na lang, I resign out of delicadeza. Masarap pakinggan, yung out of delicadeza. Pero hindi naman totoo yan. Hindi ako nag-resign. The only letter that I sent regarding my position na wala na was that letter I signed yesterday late afternoon. Sinabi ko, I bow to the prerogative of the President. Yung submit to the prerogative of the President to replace me. Kasi that is the nature of my tenure at the pleasure of the President. So wala, I will not also validate na may resignation ako kung wala. Well, somebody, a close friend of mine, at least that's as far as I know, called me up in the morning, mga siguro before 12 o'clock, to tell me na I am to leave as executive secretary, exit na ako. So sabi ko, walang problema yan. I will accept that because I'm only serving at the pleasure of the President. Hindi ko na tinanong. Dahil alam ko naman yan pag prerogative, you do not need, the President does not need a reason. After na, nung evening of Monday, nag-usap kami. Those matters are between him and me. Because as of that time, although in-announce na nag-resign ako at tinanggap na at in-appoint na in-announce na yung sumunod sa akin, I was still, technically speaking, on holdover. So, covered pa rin by the technical protection of confidentiality. I will not discuss that with you. You don't need to be exact about it. Basta sinabi, I have to exit as executive secretary. And you don't need to tell me that message. You don't need to tell that longer than saying, you're out. Ako naman, I've been in government for so long. 34 years sa judiciary and then nearly 3 years GSIS and then this one over 3 years. So I could understand quickly the impact. Kung you serve at the pleasure of the President, no reason is necessary. I do not know. That's you ask them kung bakit nila without consulting me. The messaging should be clear. You ask them if they had a letter.
How did you feel about it?
Well, I felt bad somehow, but I am not going to waste time worrying about the nuance or the way they did it because maybe they were also under instruction or given the impression na meron akong resignation. I cannot blame them for that. But
for
I
the
just would
record,
like to correct yung impression na nag-resign ako. I never did resign. Nako, yun ang problema ko malaki kasi hindi ko alam yung mga ganyan. Yung Office of the Executive Secretary does not have anything to do with insertions or budget. Our own budget, yun ang sinusubmit namin. Pero yung makikialam kami sa budget ng ibang agency, hindi namin ginagawa yan. Hindi namin kasama sa aming trabaho yan. Yes, alam mo si Adrian, parang apo ko yan Parang kung anak yan. Apo yan ng oldest brother ko na pinatay. So, I have been a part of his life since that time. Kasi bata pa yan. Ano na yan Yung tinutulungan ko na yan at tinutulungan niya ako. Mabait na bata yan. Hindi yan yung you cannot expect him to do anything na hindi utugma sa nakakataas sa kanya. Nila na ako yun, hindi ako. Senator Lacson has the evidence. When we will respect his declaration there. Pero sa tingin ko lang, kung batay lang sa mga kwento ni Saldico at saka ni Bernardo, hindi ko naman pwedeng sabihin na naniniwala ako kagad. Alam mo, naging judge, abogado ako at naging judge ng matagal. Itong mga bagay na ito, yung mga paratang na ganito, should ultimately be established in court. Hindi ko hinihingi na for purposes of these declarations, there should now be evidence acceptable by a court. No, bahala sila kung anong kanila because I cannot control whatever they want to say. But at least the harshness of social media is there. Dapat guarded naman to protect reputation. Dapat guarded naman para hindi naman masira yung mga reputasyon ng mga tao. Hindi ko alam yan. I cannot judge the veracity of Senator Lacson's statement.
But
Except
go ahead.
what it says, nagbatay sa handwritten, unsworn sulat ni Bernardo, mga ganun. Bahala na. Bahala silang mag-discarte dyan. But as far as I know, Adrian and the others are not that into this na sila lang ang gumagawa. Huwag din nilang sabihin na ako ang mastermind. No. A lot of times. But I will not go beyond that. Mag-research kung totoo o hindi yung sinabi ko. Pero ilang beses na kami nag-usap. At alam ko totoo. Wala na akong karapatan na magtanong pa sa kanila. I'll just assume na they were acting on the basis of some... they had their own basis. But I am disputing yung statement nila that I resigned because I did not. Si Adrian, undersecretary sa office ko, he is also the PLLO. But whatever they say about what he did, you ask him, maybe he will know, he will give you the answer. Pero wag niyo akong tanungin. Kung tungkol sa kanya, may tama, may mali. Alam ko kung anong tama, but I will not tell that to you yet. Wag na sa Senate dahil alam ko doon there is no thing that I can say there na hindi if ever they want to charge me as the mastermind, whatever case they want to file, they file it. Ayoko nang magkasira-sira mga buhay ng tao at papasinungalingan ko yan. Wala naman akong papasinungalingan pa. Well, they know I stand by my integrity. About 2 months ago, naglabas na ako ng statement. Wala akong kinalaman kay Mr. Bernardo at saka kay Traigi Bulaybar. Hindi ko na kailangan ipaliwanag pa yan dahil wala talaga akong kinalaman tungkol sa budget. Kung meron bang mga tao na gusto akong i-implicate dyan, itigil nyo na yan, i-demanda nyo na lang ako para sagutin ko ng tama. Kasi right now, puro innuendo, puro mga pasaring. Hindi maganda yan eh. Chief Justice ako dati. Wala akong skandalo, bahid ng kalukuhan. Ngayon pa na Executive Secretary ako, idadamay nyo ako sa ganyan, idadawit nyo ako. Patunayan nyo na lang yan kung meron kayong patunay. Kung chismis lang, wag naman. Dahil at social media, napakabilis na makasira. Hindi ako nag-resign, oy. At saka, alam mo kasi, pag sinabi mong nag-resign ka, parang may tinatakbuhan ka. Na magandang pakinggan yung for delikadesa, ang ganda. Daming pero hindi totoo yung nag-resign ako. So, itinutuwid ko lang yan. Sinasabi ko lang, inuulit ko, na ang sulat na pinadala ko tungkol dito sa pagkapalit sa akin, ay kahapon ko lang pinirmahan. Kahapon ay Martes. November 18. Yung announcement was made around 2 o'clock yata ng hapon ng Lunes, November 17. Alam mo, yung mga ganitong proseso, dapat may mauna na, logical. May resignation muna bago mo tanggapin, di ba?
Yes.
Hindi malinaw kung saan nila binabata yan, but they should be the one made to explain. Not me, kasi hindi ginawa yung sinasabi nila. It's up to you to make a judgment. When you work at the pleasure of a higher authority, the reason is irrelevant. Ibig sabihin nun, nag-terminate na nag-expire na yung tenure mo. Okay? Now, whether you call that firing or ouster or whatever, that is up to the beholder. Hindi ko yan papalitan or babaguhin because pribilehyo ng nag-iisip yan or nakamasid. Sinabi ko naman that we had a meeting face-to-face in the evening of November 17.
In the evening.
But I am not at liberty yet to reveal anything na tungkol dyan because that's a privileged communication between him and me. I was still, although itinanggap na yung resignation ko na sinasabi, napalitan na ako, I considered myself at that time still responsible on holdover but no longer with the authority to execute any official act. So when I was there, I was still in that sense na quasi position na official And anything communicated to me up to those times covered by privilege yan. Irerespetuhin ko yan dahil ayaw kong maglabag sa batas. Nagkaroon pa kami ng picture, last picture namin. When you talk with an intelligent person like him, 30 minutes is very long. Okay? And I think 30 minutes yan.
Okay.
Very social, genial, and alam mo si Presidente, very well-educated na tao yan eh. Hindi matalino yan. Because, you know, you do not expect na you can be out of the office so quickly. The exercise of the prerogative, but I am aware of the nature of serving at the pleasure of the President because I have been, as the ES, I have been the executor of all instructions to remove some people, replace them, etc. So I know I have the experience. So anyway, hindi ko mamasamahin yan. Hindi ako nadi-disappoint. Ang akin lang is when they make an announcement about my personal one, like did I resign or not, they should have consulted me first. Courtesy yan, di ba? Huwag naman yung i-announce na lang nila, you are the last to be told. Tapos naging reality na, ang hirap sumagot sa tao sa mga tanong. Hindi naman, hindi bastos yun.
Okay, disappointed.
Hindi ako.
President Ferdinand R. Marcos Jr. has formally accepted the resignations of Executive Secretary Lucas P. Bersamin and Department of Budget and Management Secretary Amena Pangandaman. Both officials respectfully offered and tendered their resignations out of delicadeza after their departments were mentioned in allegations related to the flood control anomaly currently under investigation, and in recognition of the responsibility to allow the administration to address the matter appropriately. The President conveys his deep appreciation to Executive Secretary Bersamin for his steady leadership at the helm of the Office of the Executive Secretary. A former Chief Justice, E.S. Bersamin brought to Malacanang decades of legal wisdom, calm stewardship, and a deep respect for institution building. His contributions will remain part of the foundation on which continuing reforms stand. The President likewise extends his sincere gratitude to Secretary Pangandaman, whose work at BBM strengthened the government's fiscal management, guided the timely passage of national budgets, and ensured that social programs and frontline services were funded and delivered. To ensure continuity and enforce the administration's governance agenda, President Marcos has appointed Department of Finance Secretary Ralph Recto as the new Executive Secretary. Secretary Recto's long record in economic policy making, fiscal legislation, and national planning positions positions him well to oversee the day-to-day operations of government and coordinate the implementation of high-impact programs. The President has also appointed Office of the Special Assistant to the President for Investment and Economic Affairs, Secretary Frederick Go, as the new Secretary of Finance. Secretary Go has played a central role in advancing investments, strengthening investor confidence, and aligning economic initiatives across agencies. He will now oversee the country's fiscal direction and the implementation of the administration's economic agenda. The Department of Budget and Management will now be led by Undersecretary Rolando U. Toledo, who has been designated as officer in charge. As head of the Budget Preparation and Execution Group, OIC Toledo brings extensive technical expertise in national budgeting, fiscal transparency, and budget execution. His designation ensures uninterrupted operations as the government prepares for the rollout of next year's budget, ongoing recovery efforts in disaster-affected regions, and the continued funding of social and economic programs. These leadership changes reinforce the President's commitment to strengthening institutions, improving coordination across government, and keeping the administration focused on delivering stability, opportunity, and security to Filipino families. The Office of the President assures the public that all agencies will continue to operate without interruption and with the same commitment to effective governance and public service. Yan po ang anunsyo sa araw na ito.
First question mula kay Ace Romero, Philippine Star.
Yusek, may we know who will replace Secretary Go?
Sa ngayon po, ang position po ay vacant. Wala pa po. Vacant pa po mismo yung position. Wala pa po na i-appoint.
Next question mula kay Maricel Halili, TV5.
Kung wala pong SAP, how will it affect the system or especially the sector of finance economy?
Since si Secretary Go naman po ay i-assign na secretary sa Department of Finance, hindi naman po magiging kawalan dahil nanggaling naman po siya sa nasabing ahensya at ito po ay mapagtutulong-tulungan.
Ma'am, paglilinaw lamang po, did the President ask ES and DBM Secretary to resign or did they voluntarily file their resignation?
Voluntarily filed their resignations.
Thank you, Yusek.
Next question mula kay Ivan Mayrina, GMA News.
Nabanggit niyo po the secretaries submitted their or tendered their resignations out of delikadesa para po maimbestigahan ang dapat imbestigahan after they were mentioned dito po sa flood control anomaly. Alam ko po sinabi ng Pangulo he doesn't want to dignify the accusations made by former Congressman Zaldico, pero hindi ho may kakaila na seryosong aligasyon ito at may mga nagdududa kung hindi man naniniwala. Paano ho balak mag-proceed ng Pangulo moving forward from this?
Hindi po natin masasabi na ang mga aligasyon ni Zaldico ay seryoso. Makikita po natin sa kanyang mga sinabi at sa mga pictures na kanyang pinakita. Pero kung anuman ang kanyang mga nasabi ay maaaring ito ang nagbigay ng dahilan para sa dalawang mga magigiting nating mga secretaries na sila mismo ang voluntaryong mag-resign sa kanilang posisyon para mabigyan daan ang malalimang pag-iimbestiga sa mga maanomalyang flood control projects.
Ang sabi po ng Pangulo, walang exempted sa investigasyon. Does that statement also apply to him?
Of course, wala naman talagang dapat na exempt. Pero ang Pangulo, alam niya po ang kanyang ginagawa, alam niya po kung bakit niya pinaimbestigahan at pinangunahan ang malalimang pag-iimbestiga na ito. So, ibig sabihin po, kung siya mismo ang nag-utos na mag-imbestiga, alam po natin na malinis ang kanyang hangarin at gusto niya talagang masawata ang korupsyon.